Where should we start? Well, I mean, we have a pretty cool story. My dad's best friend passed away, and his wife asked me to sing at the funeral. Was more than willing to do that for her. You know, he was very special to my family. I actually had an interview that day, and I was like messaging her, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Like, I might be late.
I remember that you came in huffing and puffing.
Yeah, I was like, because I was rushing. Like, you're going to do this thing that's so sad, but I sang, and then I met you.
Yeah. And I come up to you, and you were real sheepish and shy and didn't know what to make of me, but I'm like, you have a beautiful voice, and there are all these wonderful artists here. Mm-hmm. And we have this like process where we meet, and you went through that.
Yeah.
And I have this habit of saying at the end, just tell me, like, what are you really going through? And you told me maybe 75% of what ended up being waiting.
The song, yeah.
But you were really in this holding pattern.
Yeah. I was coming off of going through college and trying to figure out what I want to do the rest of my life. In college, I'd stopped going to church. I grew up in the church. Every Sunday I was there, I went to college. I got away from, the going to church every Sunday and, maybe partying and doing stuff I probably shouldn't have. Unfortunately, my dad's friend passed away, and then it brought me here to Encounter. We started coming here, and now we are absolutely, so happy, and we felt so welcomed and loved.
She opens up to me about this season of life she's in. She's watching people experience things, sometimes vicariously through social media, sometimes in real life, people going through seasons of life. And at one point, you're just like, I always feel like I'm waiting. Yeah. Songwriting, at least my experience with it, is a lot of like paying attention to the human experience. Mm-hmm. If you're really listening to people, they all just happen to wander through this pack of nerves that every human being can relate to. And I remember that being one of those times. I'm like, who can't relate to that?
When is it not necessarily my time, but when am I going to get to be married? When am I going to have kids? When am I, and when am I going to get that job, that I've always dreamed about? Like, at the end of the day, it's just like, I just got to trust in him and be like, wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
And it's a very difficult thing to do. And yet, beautiful things can happen if you do. Because sometimes you look back and you're like, if it would have come together at this time when I wanted it, I wouldn't have seen this and this and this. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
It was cool to see you acclimate into Encounter Worship and find mentorship.
Yeah.
Home. And then you get to go in a studio and record it. And some of the things you always wanted to do, you get to play around with, work with a producer. What's that like for the first time? You went through that.
Wow, yeah. It's a dream. Growing up through music, and to finally do something that has been a dream of mine since I was a little girl. I've been talking about it because I love the song so much, and obviously thanks to you, because without you I wouldn't have this. They just think it's so beautiful and relatable and powerful, and it's bringing a lot of people that aren't necessarily in with their faith. It's kind of bringing up those questions, be like, am I feeling a little something here? Do I need to talk to someone about that to bring it up a little bit more? I think it's going to be a amazing thing for a lot of people.
If you don't have faith, right, it's much more bitter.
Yeah, painful. Why? Why? It just doesn't make any sense, Like almost 2 years ago, I lost a job that I thought I was going to be in the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But now I'm here and I'm the happiest I've ever been, And in that moment, you're like, it doesn't make any sense. But God is going to always be there, and he's going to show you this is why.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not going to be like, bam, right in your face, like this is why. It's just going to keep showing you through little things.
I like that notion of he doesn't take those difficult valleys from you. He just walks through them with you.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a really cool song. I'm really proud of Genna. You should be proud of yourself. This is very genuine. You'll feel that when you hear it. Tell all your friends about it, especially the people that need to hear this. Touch their life.
Yeah.
Proud of you, girl. Well done.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.